Hey guys, welcome to another ride. Welcome to another day on the bike. Got my camera. See if I can take some nice pictures today. Oh. I don't know if this is right. Oh shit. Old habits. I didn't realize this was kind of closed. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the bike I'm riding now. This bike, Loka Bikes, is a bike from a brand from Poland. I got in contact with them a while back because I found that bikes and I thought they look really beautiful and really the way I like to ride my Pixie. Nice and compact frame. Feels really good in the city. Well, I only know this now, but I contacted them and they agreed to send the bike to me. Oh, this is one from Decathlon. That's a Decathlon bike. And they agreed to send it to me to review. So I actually already did an unboxing. You can check the unboxing video if you want to. If you don't want it, it's alright. And now I'm riding this for 3 weeks, give or take. I'm gonna be riding for a little longer. And I must say I really like it. Well, you're gonna see my full opinion on that later when I upload the video review. For now, you can just enjoy the ride. Oh, I hope we don't die. It's busy today here. The temperature went up a little bit and it gets busy. Like yesterday was crazy weather. It was raining, it was snowing, it was sunny, but overall it was cold. And today is just it's a bit windy, but it's warm. It's like 14, nice sky. So everybody just comes out to ride. I'm really tripping on these dudes' spaceship leggings. I'm gonna find a little spot, sit down, take a picture or two of the bike, get some beef shots for the review, have a beer. Oh. I hope it didn't fall into the river, old man. I just wish there were more places to stop and grab a beer. And I think I actually just found one. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good enough. This looks good enough. This looks pretty good. Shit. Oh. I guess I can go down by the river. Don't fall, don't fall. And I found my spot. And I found my spot. Looks nice. This is calming and relaxing and chilled. That kid didn't seem very happy. I wonder if he lost his ticket. He's just screaming, pointing at the water. Mom seems to be wanting to go help. Oh, good luck to the mission. Oh, cheers, guys. Man, I think I'm starting to think that I'm doing these rides for the break itself. I was sitting there for so long, but it was so nice just listening to the water, chilling, having a beer by the river. It's just so nice. You guys also just go out for the sake of going out? Like just go for a ride just for it? I think those are my favorite rides. Don't get me wrong. Oh, that was tight. I do miss my bike trips, my backpacking trips, my backpack adventures, man. Oh my God, so I'll tell you about my backpack adventures, just in case you're getting bored. So far I've done, let me think about it, 3 long bike trips. So the first one, we were 4 guys, and we went in the north, from the north of Italy. We took the car to a place called Trento, and we rode basically all the way down to San Marino, and we also rode up San Marino in a fixed gear. That was the second most hard thing I've ever done, because the hardest thing I've done was going down San Marino on a fixed gear, and I had no brakes on. So we went all the way there to San Marino and then back to Trento again, but like we went down from the coast side. I can't remember the cities we passed by, so I'm not even gonna try to tell you. And then back like from the inside to Trento again. That's like a 7 days riding, I think. I don't remember. That was the first one. The first long bikepacking trip I did ever. And it was on a fixed gear. And I had no preparation for that. I had no preparation. I was just commuting. That's all I did. My preparation was commuting. It was just like getting on the bike, going to work every single day. Rain, snow, hot, cold. That was my preparation. But that keep in mind, that was like a 5 kilometer commute each way, so like 10 tops. And some some coffee rides, some beer rides. I had no preparation, man. And I was like, yeah, let's go. So after that, what was after that? The second bike trip. It was just 2 of us, and it was with one of the guys that was also in the first bike trip. And we went all the way from Palermo to Roma. Fucking hell, what a trip, man. South Italy is so hilly. I had the worst days on a bike I could imagine. It's just so hilly. It's beautiful scenario. It's all the way by the coast. Shit, these kids are gonna kill me. All right. So it's beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I have these images in my head of amazing, amazing scenarios. I just saw a guy crash on the BMX course. He was on skates, so I tried to put that on there. But beautiful days of riding all the way to Rome. I remember the feeling of getting to Rome, because I think that was the most brutal bikepacking I've done, because of the South Italy being so hilly, you know. And again, fixed gear, no brakes. It was just so brutal. I think it was day 2. We had the longest climb ever. It was like, I don't know how many kilometers of a slow, steady climb, and that thing was brutal. And I remember, like, once we got closer to Rome, it started to flatten out, and it started to getting boring as well, actually. like the background wasn't that pretty and stuff like that. Not as much as, I'm not saying it's ugly, but you know, not as much as it was all the way south there. It was an amazing trip. It was an amazing backpacking trip. And my third one, and most recently, all right, give me a second here. Thank you, sir. So the third one and the most recently I did with another friend of mine. It was his first backpacking trip, and we did that was the easiest ever. We went from Berlin to Amsterdam in a few days, of course, always. It was very nice. It was a completely different pace, because the first two bike trips I did, those guys who I rode with, they were beasts, right? I was definitely the bottom of the pack when it came to riding skills, endurance, anything. So fast forward a few years later, I've been riding more consistently. I've done a few bike trips, and this friend of mine, he gets a bike. He gets an unknown Singularity. Beautiful frame. What? And he gets that frame, and he's like, yo, let's go for a bike trip. I'm like, let's go. And I start the process of thinking. And my process of thinking where I want to ride is always, what do I want to see? You know? Where do I want to go? What do I want to see? And I'll just make that as an excuse to go for a bike trip. So I told him, like, dude, let's combine two of my favorite cities to go. Berlin, love riding in Berlin, and Amsterdam, which I haven't been like for 18 years, and I always wanted to go back. And I thought, wow, that's it. We go from Berlin to Amsterdam. So we took the bus, and and again, that was like, he was the unprepared, let's say, at this time, and I had a bit more experience, so I felt pretty confident. And the route is flat. It's flat as a pancake, you know. So it was a very different vibes. He's a very good friend of mine. We work together, so we're very used to one another. You know, because when you're on a trip with other people, even you're friends, but if you're not used to one another, then you start to having all these small conflicts that even if you work out, it stays there. You know, you travel with someone that you don't really know, there's always these small conflicts. And because we were working together for some time, I don't even know, a year or two, we got kind of used to one another, and that made it even easier. It was a really cool trip. It took us, it was shorter than we expected, because towards the end, I think, we managed to pick up the pace. We did over 100-kilometer days, more than one, I think. I'll try to bring some of the Strava data here. I'll put it somewhere there just to remember. And we arrived in Amsterdam 2 days before our flight. So we had 2 crazy days of adventures in Amsterdam with no place to sleep. Everything, this was summer, everything was booked. And we had no idea what to do. So we slept the first night at some dude's fixed gear dude that I found online at his crib. And the second night we slept in a club. He was working in a club, and he said, well, if you want to come, you can come. we went there, we partied a bit, and we took, let's say, a long nap. So that was very interesting end of a trip. Yeah, I didn't, it's been a while since I thought of that trip. So it was definitely a very interesting bike trip. Okay. So yeah, now I'm missing bike trips. I'm missing a bikepacking trip. I started to think, like a couple of years ago, to go on a trip from Copenhagen to Helsinki. Of course, with the boat crossing and all that. But I just think that that would be a beautiful place to ride. Probably in the summer, because I don't feel like freezing. So, hey man. So I don't feel like freezing. And I will, so probably sometime in the summer. And I have a friend who wants to join. It's a video game friend that we met online, and he's also a cyclist. We've been playing video games for the past 4 years, I think. Together, the same group of guys, and he's also a cyclist. So he told me if I'm in, he's in. So I'm finding out the hard way that the camera battery doesn't last as long as I expect. That's why last time I ran out of battery, and this is why this time I ran out of battery again. So I'm recording this time with my phone at least. But just finished the ride, just getting home now. So thank you guys for riding with me, and I'll see you on the next one.